Hey y'all, it's Shanda here. I wanted to hmm, share something that was coming through and, let it be for whoever might need it. And Spirit was saying the fear, if you're being honest with yourself enough to be able to even call it fear, the fear that you're feeling right now, the uncomfortability that you're sitting in, the frustration, the anxiety, the discomfort of uncertainty, of hurt, of pain, just really the heaviness that you might find yourself sitting in right now. It's not about the person, it's not about the situation, it's not about what they're doing to you, it's not about what they put you through, it's not about them. This is happening for you. So you're being encouraged to shift your perspective, reframe how you are having conversations with yourself or even with other people about your challenges, your situations, your experiences, your anxiety, your hurt, your pain, and pause enough to catch and to understand that it's bigger than the person, it's bigger than this moment, it's bigger than what you're sitting in. This is a pattern. This is a pattern. This is a pattern for how you've been responding to life. This is a pattern for how you've been responding to relationships. This is a behavioral pattern. This is an emotional pattern. This is a fear pattern. This is a trauma response. And Spirit is encouraging us to slow down enough to catch that that is actually what's happening. They're not making us feel any way. They're not putting us through anything. No, you're being pushed into a wall and backed into a corner to face the fear of you being able to handle confrontation and hard conversations. You're being pushed into a wall and backed into a corner to be able to finally activate your throat chakra and speak up for yourself, stand up for yourself, advocate for yourself, love yourself, like yourself, whatever it's asking you or causing enough discomfort to get you to begin to see, to address, to connect the dots, and to heal. When you start putting your focus on healing the wound that's being activated by this really painful situation, Spirit is not saying that it's not uncomfortable and that it's not painful, but when you start doing the work to heal the core wound of that, then you'll be able to handle those conversations. Then you'll be able to step into those situations in a completely different headspace, completely grounded, completely clear. One of the things, action steps, I love action steps, right? We're not just going to talk about it, we're going to go do the work. So, one of the things is, getting your journal out or just going into a meditation and asking, when did I first have this response to life? What situation? When did this response to this situation or this behavior first happen, first appear, first become solidified as a response for me? Just start there and listen to what comes into your mind. Listen to what lands into your heart and trust it. And then keep writing, keep listening, keep reflecting from there. And what'll happen is Spirit and your ancestors will begin to show you the patterns of where it started, even if it's not childhood, maybe it's adolescence, maybe it's your early 20s. But Spirit will start to show you all the relationships that you attracted, all the people that you attracted that basically signed up, right? Signed a spiritual contract to show up into your life, to activate that wound, to tack on experiences and pain to that wound to get you to this point, to get you to where you are right now, to actually be so uncomfortable that you have no choice but to do the work. But it's important to go back to understand, oh, this is where it started. This is what I've been doing. This is bigger than what I'm sitting in right now. There's a legacy of me doing this. Because then when you go, it helps you just take your emotional investment out of what you're sitting in. It helps you stop taking it so personal and you see that it's a theme and that it's a wound and you simply just need to go do the work. And once you do that, then you can approach what you're sitting in right now from a completely different perspective. And you're not so attached to the outcome. You're not so attached to the uncertainty. And spirit is like, and then you just won't be sitting in fear when it's time to get it done. You're going to be sitting in healing, sitting in divine support, sitting in divine guidance, sitting in divine clarity. So remove yourself out of being so, and it's not saying that it's not invalidating your pain, it's not invalidating your discomfort, your anger, your fear, your frustration, but it is about getting you to step out of it so you don't stay in victim mode, so you don't wind up crawling into that bed not knowing if you're going to get out of it or not. This is so you can get motivated and inspired enough to go do the work so you can get yourself out of this, because nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to fix it for you. Nobody's going to fix it for you. You will be divinely supported. You will be divinely guided. You will be divinely provided for, but you have to participate. And right now, you just sitting around being mad, not going to get you nowhere. Participate, face it. Face it. And I'm not, listen, I know it's easier said than done, okay? But facing it will free you. Facing it will free you. You have to do more than just have faith. You have to have faith and you have to face it. That is how you free yourself. That is how you start programming yourself to behave differently, to show up differently. That's how you start empowering yourself to know that you don't have to show up in trauma responses. You can show up in power. Have your faith, but face it. And your freedom will literally be right there waiting for you. All right. Keep going, keep growing, keep healing. You got this. I'll talk to y'all soon.